Good evening, everybody. This is Cactus Katie, and my host tonight is going to be Mad Dog Kelly.
Hi
Thank you
there.
for joining us tonight. How are you?
Good, good. What do you think about this shirt? I'm pretty
The Learning
excited to
Tree
wear it.
University.
Yes.
representing.
He was on the show tonight. Wasn't that great? Best segment of the night, by the way. Obviously, of course. Chris Jericho is the best.
Not.
Yes,
Moxley
yes, he
was on
is.
tonight. How
You
could
mean
you?
John Monkey, according to Big Daddy Cool on Monday.
How?
He called him John
How
Monkey.
could you? You're gonna make me start with all my secrets tonight. Are you serious?
Hey! I'll call him by his real name, John Moxley, but that's what he called him. I just had to reference that.
Yo.
Make sure you
We
catch
got an
them for
agreement here.
45. Hey, I try. Yeah.
Ugh. Well, it was a very stacked card tonight, okay? It was non-stop matches.
It was.
We got to get right into it. We have the first match of the night. Yes, is that me? Oh no. Okay. Our first match is going to be Omega. Oh, I don't know where my little picture is. Hold on, I've tried doing this little new thing that other people have been doing, which is great,
Right.
but you gotta bear with me for 2 seconds. I apologize,
Oh yeah,
everybody.
you're good. It was a good show tonight. I actually really enjoyed it. So it was a pretty good show.
Here we go. Here.
Here we go. Here we are. Oh, okay.
You just got to bear with me because I'm learning how to do this. Okay. There we go. First match.
There we go.
We are going. I know. Look at me getting all fancy with the layout
cool.
here, guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Kenny Omega. And then this is going to be Blake Christian.
Yep.
He is a Ring of Honor wrestler.
Yes, he is.
He looks a little funny to me. I had to look him up. Like, who is this dude? But, it was a very interesting match. It was very quick. It was 6 minutes long. And it was basically to get Kenny Omega into the ring to have a conversation. That's what that match is for, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blake.
He wanted to be on the show. Let's face it. He was the EVP, and EVP wanted to be on the show.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
He's the best
What
in the world.
What do you think about this little promo he did? I mean, we can talk about the match, but like I said, it was only 4 minutes. Or we can go right into the conversations. What do you think, Mad Dog? You got any?
Was a lot better. Yeah.
The
match was the match. Okay, let's face it. It was an opening match, and it was basically a squash for Kenny. It was just to make Kenny Omega look good. And does Kenny Omega really need to look good? No, he's already looks great. Okay, even with the belt on him already. But the thing is, with him calling him out, I was surprised who showed up after Kenny Omega called Ricochet and the other opponent, which is Speedball Mike Bailey, out. I was surprised Speedball showed up. Half the audience still doesn't know who this guy is, even though he's with the company now. You'd think they would actually know this man's theme song, but they don't. So, yeah. Like I said, this was... I don't know, man. Maybe Kenny retains that dynasty, but I don't know. I feel like Ricochet could take it too. I don't know. I'm I'm still kind of torn on who's
He's for
going
sure
to.
gonna. Yeah, he's for sure. I
Win.
believe my pick at the moment would be he's going to retain.
Right, that's what I think too. But same time, it's just Ricochet's been on a real run right now. So
I mean, yeah, I mean he is getting married to Samantha Irving. What is it this week?
yeah,
Or
that is
he's
true.
at it currently?
Yeah, that is true.
But
That's correct. Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Don't sleep
he's still
on
gonna
this
be there.
right here.
Oh, there he
This
is.
guy,
There he is.
Speedball, he's
Oh,
gonna.
my.
I think he has a spot to kind of stick around for a minute. What do
Yeah,
you think about that?
no. Oh my God, no. No. And like EC said, I can't believe, after looking back at some of this guy's matches and looking up the thing, Wrestling Encyclopedia,
Is
I
he better
am
than
this
Blake?
guy. I mean, yeah, of course. I think anybody's better than Blake Christian. I'm saying whoever his name is. Ring of Honor guys, they love to throw in there for jobber matches. That's what they do, especially with Tony Khan booking. But no, yes, Speedball, no, he has no chance. In my mind, it's either going to be Kenny or Ricochet. I mean, but it was funny that he came out to the ring,
All
though. He started
right.
talking that he was really good and he said he was the best. And yeah, no, it's yeah.
Are you talking
I'm
about
excited for the
Speedball?
match, but yeah, I'm excited for this match, but
He had some
I really
funny
don't think this is
comments,
gonna happen.
though. He had some funny comments.
He did, and I did like
Yeah.
his comments, and I
Well,
do
it's
like
gonna be
that
a
he called out Kenny.
three-way.
Yep, triple threat.
Yes. Hello, EC.
Hi, Katie. I'm just here for one reason. I think you're on the delay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Am I caught up now?
Just.
Am I caught
Hello.
up? Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, hold up. Stop talking. Katie, what is your name?
My name is Cactus Katie.
Okay, it's not that bad. Cool. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Back to it. It may be because I have the screen up. I don't know. But
don't know.
all right.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I want to welcome, to the stream, the executive.
I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here long. I just came to, see if I can fix that real quick for everybody. What's going on, Charmaine? What's going on, Jeffrey? I can't come on.
We haven't even done on our comments.
Hey, if it was my show, I
can't. I know that's fine, but I can't come on air. I want to say hi to me, but I can't come on air because y'all talk about Speedball Mike Bailey, right? And the only thing faster than Speedball Mike Bailey is all the fans going to the bathroom when he comes out. Because nobody gives two fucks about Speedball Mike Bailey. Like, no one does. No one cares. I mean, do you care?
WWE did for 2 minutes and they said no.
No, he's not moving no needles. They got Pentagon. They just signed Ray Fierce. They got Aleister Black coming back. Why in the hell would they care about Speedball Mike Bailey?
They don't.
Answer that, Cactus. Katie, I see you got them glasses. That's very good. Answer that. Because I got to switch over to the Raw crew now, right? Because there's only one thing that's going to make this make sense to me, and that's this.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
That was great. And that is so true.
Peace out. All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well,
we're back.
Like I said, we have a three-way match with Ricochet. Mike Bailey.
Yeah, Speedball Mike Bailey. Yeah. We just talked about that
Speedball
guy,
and
hello. The guy nobody cares about. I don't even care about this guy. I mean, at least Ricochet is relevant. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the good part about the whole thing. Ricochet is relevant. I know who he is. People Mike Bailey, I had to go look him up and I had to watch about years matches to actually try and care for this guy. And I'm like, no.
All right. Well, you know what? We had a Collision
Yes.
promo there. So please catch our AEW Collision review on Saturday nights. Mad Dog will be there.
Yeah, I hope you're not talking about Chris Jericho. We're not going to skip over the best part of the show. If not, I'm going to talk about it.
No, that was after the Collision promo. So you go right ahead and talk about Jericho.
Chris Jericho's not happy with his guys, and I can understand that. You know, I think it's what Big Bill and I think Brian Keith. I think it is. He's not happy with them, and the reason why he's not happy with them, these guys keep losing, and they keep losing to jobbers, and they keep losing to people like Powerhouse Hobbs, who just literally destroys Big Bill every week. So they were like, "Well, we're gonna go and prove Jericho wrong." And Jericho's like, go. He goes, no, don't stand by me. Go prove me wrong. Go, do something. We go and win the titles or something. So yeah. So this was a great little segment. Always great secret Jericho. The Nueve, the learning tree, by the way. Learning Tree University. Go, great shirt. Great wrestler, by the way. Nueve, I believe he calls himself now. The Oat Show. Anyway, yes, it was a great segment. Probably best of tonight, obviously, because just Chris Jericho was on my TV. So anyway, you can take it away now. Yeah, it was great.
Okay. Well, next we will be talking about MJF and his special moment with these MVP players, okay? I'm going to call them players because they are businessmen. They are not holding back. And MJF is playing hardball with these people, okay?
You mean the Hurt Syndicate? I believe
the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yes. And Lashley and who else? Who's the other one? Hobbs is not for it. He is not for MJF. But you know what?
You mean
They're
Shelton
give it a
Benjamin,
run.
right? Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, not Hobbs. Shelton Benjamin,
Yes.
and
Benjamin
Bobby
and
Lashley.
Yes.
And MVP obviously is the manager.
And
but,
MVP.
Yeah.
Correct. So they come out. Hurt Syndicate. Okay, MVP comes out. Makes this kind of big deal.
Yes.
Then the Hurt Syndicate comes out to make their wonderful appearance known.
Yes. Just a second.
And
just
then
a second.
what happens?
Did she call Skelton Benjamin Powerhouse Hobbs? She did. Easy. She did.
Sorry.
She did. Yes. That's why the Wrestling Encyclopedia brain in me actually clicked on that and go.
That's why I have to have him with me.
Yeah. Thank goodness I am here, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, however, and not Powerhouse Hobbs, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley went out to the ring, and what you better think about your life right now. Like I said, go up. They ripped up the card. And basically what they said. No. They said get out of our ring, basically. So MJF, being the weasel he is, he just gets out of the ring. He puts his hands up. He goes, "Okay,
I'm offended. He is offended by that.
So yeah. This was interesting.
Weasel.
That
is one way to put it.
Is he not? I mean, maybe he is great, but he's not as great as Jericho, by the way. Anyway, but yes. Yes.
But you know who's even better than both of those guys? You know who it is?
Who are the guys who showed up afterwards? Brian Keith.
That would be the remarkable Renee.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't you skip over? Yeah, you skipped over one of the best parts. Big Bill and
for you to
Brian
mention them, and you didn't
did. I said after the whole thing, Big Bill, Brian Lashley, Big Bill. See, you're getting me all confused. Yeah, Brian Keith and Big Bill came out and they said, "Well, we want the titles," and win a match. So I guess they're gonna be on Collision or maybe next week's Dynamite. I don't know. I guess they have to win a match to get, I guess, a title shot. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully that goes somewhere. Maybe we're going nowhere. I don't know. But now you can
You
go back
never
to your,
know with AEW.
no. Someone said in the comments, but yeah, you were saying about the backstage segment, that the remarkable Renee had with who was it? Toni Storm, I think it was, right? I think, yeah.
This was
I
the
think it was
remarkable Renee.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeffrey, you know it. It's Wednesday night. No. I am thankful to be here. But the remarkable Renee was backstage at this
Yes, she
point
was.
with Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa because they had a team tag team match later on in the night.
Main
She
event,
had
actually.
actually the main event, correct.
Yeah. Thank you.
They kind of looked like they were angry at each other during this interview. It was kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
I was a little bit like, how's this gonna work later on?
Right.
But
Right.
I mean, it's part of the show, I guess, right?
It's really Toni Storm's. I want to get at this real quick. It's Toni Storm selling, and it's Thunder Rosa going along with the selling. Okay, they're great sellers. Okay, and the reason why I say that is they can sell you a story, and I'll eat it up because that's what I do. Because I'm a wrestling nerd, like I always told Xena on the other show. Wrestling nerd. I got all the shirts. I got all the merch. I got everything. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, wrestling encyclopedia. But they sold me so well, and I had to literally go back a couple times on my TV to make sure I heard what I on my AEW stream to make sure I heard what I heard when the team. I guess sorry, I just can't believe it. I don't know if you want to say it or where was Will
what Toni
Ospreay?
Storm said?
Yeah.
Toni Storm has a very vulgar mouth, okay? I
Oh
am
my
not a
gosh, it was
fan of the
great.
words that she uses,
Oh my
but
god,
it
I
is
can't
part
believe it.
of her character,
Oh my
and
god,
nothing stopped her tonight, okay? She
no,
came
it
out
was great.
with a landmark comment that will probably
Sell T-shirts probably.
gonna sell t-shirts with
Yeah,
her
yeah.
thunder tits comment, okay?
Their
Are you
name
kidding
is
me?
Thunder Tits. Yes,
Thunder tits.
ma'am. Yes, that their team name is literally Thunder Tits. And I actually asked
Thunder
y'all in the
tits,
group
because
chat.
it's
I had
Thunder
literally said,
Rosa.
did she actually say that? So I
Yes.
went back and replayed it, and I'm like, she did.
Yes.
Wow. So
It's right.
damn.
Thank
Fun
you,
fact,
Chris.
hates that word. Yeah.
I
So
do. I hate
so
that word.
so don't
And
worry. So later on in the show, I'll make sure I introduce him as that. Then don't worry, I got you. Anyway, this was a great segment, man. This is probably best of the night. Just Toni Storm, man. Just give me more of her. Thunder
oh
Rosa
my
too.
gosh,
She's awesome too.
Gregory,
Let her once.
Jeffrey,
Thunder wants that title back. That is true. That's true.
I literally quickly looked at that comment, and I thought it said
He
that
is right,
Toni
Megan
Storm wants
Baby Gus. Yeah.
her tits back, and that's what I wasn't sure about. I thought he had wrote Toni Storm wants her tits back. I'm like, oh well,
Wow.
we
The
ain't
man,
talking.
you are well, you got something on the mind there, Cactus. Wow, okay.
Oh
I think it's time to move
yes,
on from this because obviously,
yes,
yeah,
please,
Megan
please
Bain,
do
yeah,
save
Megan
us.
Bain's great. Yeah,
All right, moving
Megan
on to
Bain
the
is
next
great.
match.
Anyway,
All right, next match we have Kyle Fletcher and Brody
what was
King.
he wearing, dude? What the hell?
Who?
Oh,
Kyle or Brody
yeah,
King?
what the? Both of them, they looked ridiculous. Brody
Yes.
looked ridiculous, like he said earlier, and Kyle looked ridiculous. I mean, this was just a match of ridiculous. This
Was
just
the
was
dog
pure
collar
silliness. So
necessary?
I
Is the
don't
dog
know. I
collar
don't
around
think
his
so.
neck?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
He
But you
looks
know
like
what though? It's
something
this.
from
It's the
Star Wars.
style these days. Okay, the dog collar, I guess, is in. Okay, I guess. In his mind, I guess. And in real life, no.
No.
But this just,
No.
yeah. Oh man,
All right.
this was
Well,
what
it
a
was a
match.
very flashy,
Yeah,
very flashy match. Very
got my
premature
attention.
moves.
I'll tell you that.
I mean, the crowds were chanting "Holy shit!" Okay.
They were.
I mean, they were into it. I don't know if that's because they promoted the crap out of this match and it wasn't even a main card event. I don't know. But I mean, it's Davis helped Fletcher win this. And
Yeah, about that.
it was because the ref wasn't paying attention. And you know what? I understand this is professional wrestling. I get it. It's all for the flash and the storylines, the whatever. But a ref who causes a match.
Yes.
I'm not.
This went on forever, by the way. This was like
it was a very
minutes, by the way. This was like a good chunk of the show tonight was this match and this whole
and
like
then after
segment
that they had to
afterwards.
cut so many. Yeah, they had to cut all the other matches because this one took forever.
Mark Davis. Yeah, I am too, honestly.
Yeah, no,
Mark
seriously.
Davis
Well, unfortunately,
I agree, David. I agree with you there. Yes, Mark Davis does get on people's nerves. I do agree. That's what makes him great, honestly, I believe.
Well, you know what? That's funny. One last thing about this match. They make Kyle Fletcher look like he's some, god person from the Greek life,
because he is. He's all that, obviously.
The last
I
move
didn't know that until he actually kicked the living crap out of Will Ospreay in a steel cage match. I mean, have you seen the match? The match was wild, no matter what. I mean, that match was wild. Those two
have always had great chemistry. Okay, they have great chemistry. But okay, he's got show muscles. Okay, he's got as much muscles as Toni Storm. In her favorite word, okay? There's nothing that man can really lift, okay? Brody King was on the edge of the ring, and Kyle Fletcher was supposed to lift him. Brody King didn't even jump high enough to make the move complete without them both hitting their heads on the side because they couldn't finish the move, okay? Brody King knew what was happening, but it was not that believable.
Yeah, I agree with you completely.
I think Brody King has a future. Maybe as a scrub match, but
here's the thing. Brody King is lost. Why is Brody King lost, ladies and gentlemen? It is because our executive consultant said earlier, Aleister Black is going back to the WWE. Now, WWE, he was in AEW, obviously, as everyone knows. He was Malachi Black. And in, Malachi Black had the House of Black, and Brody King was part of that. He was part of something. Now, Brody King is not a singles wrestler, as much as AEW wants him to think he is a singles wrestler. He's not. I'm sorry. The guy belongs in a tag team, proven tonight, by the way. And, yeah, it's just, what a mess. Without Malachi Black or Aleister Black, whatever the hell you want to call him now. There's no reason for Brody King. Maybe he should go follow and go into him to WWE. Probably not. They're probably never going to want him there. But yeah, he should though, because or just bump him down the Ring of Honor like they all do. I mean, I don't know what happened.
That was. I really thought it was just gonna be like a drum roll, like
no.
Congratulations. Good points there, but
no.
It's not.
By the way, it looks like they're promoting the Minecraft movie a lot. But anyway, I don't know what was going on there with our audio. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, like I was saying though about Brody King, nobody cares about him. See, he gets it. He understands this. He understands.
Someone else is gonna run those little graphics back there, okay? Well, you know what? Let's run a commercial real quick, and we will be right back.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, he said he pretty much gave us the hit 'em up.
Previously on the Mike Knox Show.
Follow me when I say this, Dice. I know you understand it. Tupac ultimately said, "Fuck you and fuck me." Constantly just said, the good, the bad, and all y'all. Fuck y'all, I'm done. And I thought the man hit us with the hit 'em up promo, and the man's face was reminiscent of the Doctor of Thugonomics, and this kid's face was classic right here. Just look, it's like, damn, well, I'm gonna make a rich kid. Should have said kids.
When we got, oh my God, Hogan, he's the third man.
Yeah.
We got a reason why. This is the new
the
world
fans
order.
that can stick it.
They can stick it because they turned on him while he was still a face. This is what Cena should have did. That's what I'm saying.
See, here, hold on. Let me interrupt you for 1 second.
Years ago.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second.
You're looking the wrong way.
No, your way.
No, you're looking the wrong way.
When you look at the guy on the video, I'm looking the right way, okay? Listen.
You're not.
On my straight I am! Okay?
It doesn't change.
Listen. But it's going to stay this way right now. All right? I'm almost done this test. Let's get this shit out. All right? Listen.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Another YouTube or Google me. Turn it up and play it.
Vince McMahon stopped this man from booking a match. I don't know if y'all know, it's WrestleMania season. There's a story back in the day that Moxley wanted a match with Brock Lesnar. And he was like, "Hey Brock, I got a couple good ideas. How about I bring a kitchen sink to the match and I just hit you with it?" And Brock was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Get away from me." And I swear to you, in an alternate world, Vince McMahon's like, "Fuck it, pal. Have your match. But Brock, I need you to impale this man. Take him out." And in this alternate world, Jon Moxley gets domed by this fucking kitchen sink by Brock Lesnar and is done with wrestling altogether. In this alternate timeline, AEW doesn't exist because Jon Moxley doesn't exist. Was Brock Lesnar talking to the Joker? "Yeah, that's right, man. I'm Jon Moxley. I'm the world champion, but I don't want to show you my title because I'm too smart. See, it takes me 11 hours to get to Chicago, but only because I drove 7 hours around the block looking for the Chicago Airlines Arena or whatever the fuck it's called." How Renee, if you're watching, how did you have a baby with this man? Ridiculous.
Is this the end of the road for Jon Moxley? We are heartbeats away from finding out.
And what a night, fellas. Oh, it's been.
Welcome back, everybody. You know what? That was our two wonderful shows that we have on Mondays. The first commercial show we saw was the Mike Knox show. And then the second show was Raw, Rated R
review, yeah.
Rated R review of Raw on Mondays, directly after Raw. So, but you know what? We have another special guest tonight. We
do.
How lucky are we? You know, everybody just wants to join us, Mad Dog. We are just ready to go. All right, let's bring our buddy on. Let's stop sharing.
What's going on here? There's like, oh wow,
Hi.
oh wow, this is a surprise. Oh wow, okay, wow.
I know.
Hi, Z.
It's the hardest working man on UPR. What's going on,
is.
dog?
Hi, how you doing? Happy birthday
Z,
again.
are you not impressed with my graphical background that I have worked
as
up
somebody
here?
who loves visuals, I appreciate your value. I appreciate your
I've
value.
learned from the
He
best.
does not. He does not. He doesn't appreciate it. Nobody else on the network appreciates it. But me and Mike does this. We put a lot of work in for what we do. And then people are like, "Oh yeah, let's just copy and paste this." And nobody care about the visuals matter.
It
does.
It's my
I'm
screen
learning from you
background.
guys. We're getting this done.
So
Yes, sir.
All right.
Listen, I just want to chime in real quick. AEW,
Please
for the most part, it was a enjoyable show. It didn't make me turn it off, and it didn't make me mute it. So anytime I don't have to mute AEW or turn the sound down, it's a good show. It's a good show. But granted, I waited all show. Oh, clearly that's Chris back doing that in the background. Who did that? Who did that? But I will say that clearly I waited all show to see Megan Bayne.
Oh,
and
you know what?
Toni Storm.
Somebody erased it.
And Thunder Rosa. So
I know. I mean, that was our main core event. We could totally skip to that point if you'd like. No,
there was a bunch.
No,
of
I'm
other
good. You
stuff.
keep going on with your show. Keep going on with your show
All
the way
right.
you have it constructed. I don't want to mess up anything. Keep
There
going.
was some other
you know
stuff
what?
that
I appreciate you being here, and you are just gonna make our show even better. So
Megan
next,
Bayne is
I'm
literally.
surprised.
I just gotta say, Megan Bayne literally has. I think that when I did my top 5 women's crushes, my number one
Should've been.
was. Well, my number one at that point in time, which was, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, was Anna Jay. I think that she has the best booty in professional wrestling. However,
Still in
I
it.
think I might swap out Anna Jay for Megan Bayne. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Megan Bayne is a
I've heard
goddess.
a lot of people.
She is.
Dude, I'm so mad right now that somebody deleted my Megan Bayne walkout thing. I have no idea where this thing is.
You scoundrels.
Yeah,
It was
I don't
a
know who.
goddess picture. I mean, she was
Yeah.
on fire.
I remember what you're talking about.
Bianca
It
was
happened.
not on. She did not crack my top 5 because our top 5s are drafts. So she didn't crack my top 5, but my top 5 had all
She's a goddess.
nice booties. She is a goddess.
She is.
Well, Toni Storm is all booty.
She's a heavy booty.
she is.
Yeah. All right.
agree
Well,
with
you
that.
know what? We have we're skipping over Powerhouse Hobbs.
Why, Cactus? You were so big on him
Why?
earlier in the show, saying
Because it was a
Shelton
3-minute
Benjamin was
match.
Powerhouse Hobbs, and now
I know,
Powerhouse
I'm
Hobbs is
sorry.
Shelton Benjamin, right? I mean,
She's right, It was beneath Hobbs. It really was beneath Hobbs.
It was.
So I get the skip over.
There's not much that they can put with Powerhouse Hobbs.
No.
He's just a whole level that it's just scum matches. So I don't know. Hopefully Tony Khan can get somebody that can actually bring us entertainment with him. But next we have Lexi. Bless her soul.
Yes.
She is backstage with the patriarchy lower level here, okay? She's there with the mom. She's there with Nick. She's there with everybody. And you know what? You know who wasn't there? Christian Cage. And there's this feud.
Because he doesn't need to be. That's the best part about Christian Cage.
Well,
I will say it. He does not need to be on our TVs to be mentioned. He's great like that.
I mean,
One of my
yeah, I
favorites,
guess
by the
so.
way.
All right, well.
Another one of those old
I don't know.
favorites of mine.
Well, he plans on he's very upset that they used their contract and it didn't get them anything. He wants to properly execute a plan. So we'll see what happens in the future with this. We move from Lexi to the remarkable Renee, where she's standing there in the fire against Swerve and Hangman. Now, Hangman, this is St. Paul, Missouri, right?
Yes, it is.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where Hangman first got his AEW title championship. Okay. This
That's
is
right.
like his home base, his comfort pocket.
Right.
And they don't have him in a match. Are you kidding me, Tony Khan? Are you kidding me? They have him in a 2-second promo. After everything that they put that man through, that's how you treat him? Disappointment, guys. Okay, moving on.
I feel like the problem with this and what you're saying, right? Not a problem with what you're saying, but a problem with what you're addressing is the simple fact that if Tony Khan brings out his hard hitters, his heavy hitters weekly, and not treat them like they're in WWE to where he can give them part-time schedules, AEW would be in a much better position than they are today. Right?
Yes.
Like it 2-3 years ago, they had a good formula. 2-3 years ago, you were seeing these guys weekly. You were seeing Omega and the Bucks. You were seeing Moxley. You were seeing Hangman. You were seeing these guys every single week. So it gave you something to look forward to while you're tuning in. The problem now is I feel like either these guys negotiated their contract to be like this, or Tony Khan thinks that this is the formula. And he's putting the wrong people on TV, which is turning people away and making people like Steve on our network here make AEW a joke. Right? And rightfully so. He has every single right to feel like AEW is a joke, because that's what they're being perceived as, and that's what they're presenting themselves as. In the heyday of TNA, from I'm going to say, give me like 06 to 09 in TNA. You had your guys, you had AJ Styles, you had Bobby Roode, you had Samoa Joe, you had James Storm and Beer Money. You had all of these guys that were featured every single week. And me being a day one TNA fan, it made me tune in and literally brag to my friends like, listen, if TNA gets enough money behind them, they could probably be a legitimate competition to WWE. They were different. They had a 6-sided ring. They were given nonstop action. And AEW started with this energy. They were giving you nonstop action. They were giving you hard hitters, albeit it might have been some people that might not have been, utilized correctly in WWE, but that was the beauty of it, because TNA did the same thing, and nobody criticized TNA for having ex-WWE guys. The premise was, if
you mean
they
the
didn't get over so they didn't get over in WWE the way they should have. They went to TNA, they honed their craft. Somebody like Christian, he wasn't perceived as a main eventer. He left, went to TNA, was a big deal in TNA, great on the microphone, great with his story, great with his character, comes back to WWE, now he's in the main event picture. If they would look at it in that aspect, I think there would be a different appreciation for what AEW was trying to do. But now AEW is trying to cater to the IWC, and it's not working for them.
Right.
Every single week we see posts that people literally are defending this bullshit that is on our TVs. I would rather watch Iron Man for the 85th time in a week before I want to actually tune in to AEW, but I just tune in because I'm a pro wrestling fan. That's it.
No,
Well,
you're right.
We
He's
appreciate
right.
you.
He's right, man, and it's really bad because, like I said, I say it on our shows all the time. It's the Tony Khan booking formula that makes no sense now, and it used to make sense. And I agree with you completely. It used to make sense back in the day when Cody Rhodes was in the company, and you had huge hitters like Darby Allin on your TV every week. Orange Cassidy was on my TV every single week. Darby Allin. These guys made AEW, to where they are.
Where's Darby Allin?
Still climbing a mountain.
Bobby.
Still climbing the
Bobby Malden. This comment. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Yeah.
This is my favorite comment right here, because I've been preaching this. Toni Storm actually is the best thing in AEW. I've been preaching it. I think that she's literally the best woman in all of professional wrestling. I know what Athena's doing over on Ring of Honor. That's cool. But Ring of Honor is not the big leagues. If you're talking big leagues, it's AEW and WWE. Albeit it's WWE at the top, and everybody else just falls. But still, Toni Storm has carried AEW, and Swerve Strickland in his own right has done the same thing. But you got to have somebody else. Somebody has to be creative enough to sway the fans the way that Toni Storm has, and nobody has yet.
Nope. There's nobody.
No. And I
They're
miss
trying with Kenny
Mariah
Omega.
May.
It's not. I don't think it's working yet, honestly.
Yeah. Well, Bobby is actually our February giveaway winner. So I am so glad to see you back in our comments. Welcome back,
All
bud.
right.
So yes, he is a subscriber,
My
and
number one
we're
pick.
happy to
Yeah.
have him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Toni Storm is really good. I mean,
Yes.
essentially the night she was on fire, man. Wow, she was great tonight.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? We got to move on. If not, we'll be talking about this for the next, forever.
Yeah, yeah. That's because Tony Khan makes us want to talk about booking forever. That's the problem.
Yeah,
it's true. He knows it. You know. Anyway, go ahead. Oh
Speaking
no,
of
not this.
another
Oh no,
washed up
no.
person,
Oh,
we
God.
have
Washed up
Toni.
God, this
Yeah.
guy again. Talk about the right people being on TV. This guy's not the right person.
No. Okay. I'm all for FTR, and I'm so happy to see them on our screens because of the Asheville representation they bring. But no one gives a shit. Okay? No one cares. You could take I got the mama coming out of me right now. Get in the corner, put the little hug t-shirt on, and give each other a hug and get over it. Okay? If you can't get over it, go to your rooms, shut the doors. I don't want to hear it. Okay? That's how it runs in my house. Yeah. No, we're moving on from this to the next.
Oh, you don't want to see
match.
old man Cope with the cane, doing his thing, talking about how great he is, how he, blames everybody else for his failures. No,
Don't care.
okay,
It's actually
all right.
Swerve.
All right, fair
Swerve
enough.
is next. Okay. Here we go. Swerve is not happy. Swerve is not happy because Jon Moxley ruptured his eardrum last week. Or the week before. I'm not sure when it was. But he's upset about it. And yeah, a couple weeks ago. That's what I thought. Okay. He calls Mox out, guys. I'm not going to play the clip again because I already did. But, Mox. Tonight, the clip I have is from the street fight. But the clip that I hope to find next week of him walking out had me on the verge of my seat. Renee, I know people don't give you enough credit for landing him, but yeah, he was on fire looking tonight. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just being the fangirl right now. If any of you guys want to join in on these comments, you can more than willing to. But if not, we're just gonna move on.
Yeah,
to
look, I like
what happened
this whole
here.
segment. I like this whole thing. I liked Swerve. I liked Moxley coming out like a badass, and that's what he should be. He should be a badass. Now, he's not getting over in AEW the way as the champion because no one's caring about his title reign, and that's the issue. You got to care about the title reign. That's why WWE makes it perfect. For example, with Cody Rhodes, everyone cares about Cody Rhodes' title. Everybody loves Cody Rhodes still. I mean, they're cheering, they're booing the shit out of John Cena. So, and like I said this before, this comes down to no one cares about the AEW championship, and it's the top prize in their company. So hopefully Swerve wins this belt and maybe he'll become, the top guy again and make people care. That's what I hope, but we'll see.
Clearly, we know that I'm a huge Moxley fan. Okay?
So am I, but this title reign's boring, just like Gunther's.
I've already set it up in my, prenuptial agreements. My one out is going to be Jon Moxley, okay?
Prenuptial agreements? You have a hall pass for Jon Moxley? Is that what
I will take that.
Wow.
Katie has a hall pass for Jon Moxley! He's gonna bleed all over you. You better not take him on a date. He's gonna bleed more than the steak that he orders.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? No one said Renee can't join either. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Wow! Just wow. Okay.
But I want to say something about.
You got
Swerve
upset about
here.
Thunder Tits. Wow!
I know. I'm not a fan of that word, but
Swerve. Yeah, let's be respectful because we don't want to be. We want to be respectful.
I want Swerve to take the title from Jon Moxley. He deserves it. Swerve is not bad looking either. I'll take it. I don't have a hall
Swerve
pass anymore.
has literally set the internet on fire.
Yeah.
And as a black wrestling fan, I would like to speak a few words. One, it came out of why he got released from WWE. Apparently, he's saying that it's AJ Francis's fault, in which the IWC doesn't care about top dollar. We do not give a good dog damn about flop dollar. We don't. Everybody knew that Hit Row was a hit because of Swerve, right? Everybody knows that.
Oh, look, there I am. Yes.
However, for him to criticize Booker T for still working for WWE and because Vince McMahon said the N-word.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
I don't care about that, right? Because we don't know the conversation that was had before or after it was said.
I agree.
Maybe Booker T didn't even know that he was going to say it. And so after he said it, maybe Booker T had a conversation with him. We do know that Booker T had a conversation with Hulk Hogan, right? We know that for sure.
Yep.
He stated it multiple times. However, Swerve is he's criticizing the company, the same company that it was his dream to work for, and he got hired by. This was whenever Vince said the N-word, it was, I don't know, 2006, maybe. I'm guessing there. EC can correct me on that. 2006. So still 19, 20 years later, you're bringing this up, but you still vied to work for the company that you say disrespected another man of color. I don't give it any validity. I love Swerve as a performer, but when I'm watching wrestling, the last thing on my mind is, why is this performer
John Moxley?
Why is this performer not getting over, because he's black or white or Mexican or I don't care.
No.
Who watches Batman and thinks, well, Batman should have been a black man sitting on top of the pillars looking over the city. Nobody looks at it. You don't look at any show and think, why does this person not represent my nationality or my culture? Nobody does that except for pro wrestling. It's terrible. It's really bad, but it's a thing that it's causing wrestling fans to not enjoy wrestling. And as a wrestling fan who just enjoys wrestling, race is the last thing on my mind. Honestly, it really is. Race is the last thing on my mind, because I'm going to be honest. Some of these black wrestlers suck. Like Ricochet, he sucks. I'm not vying for Ricochet. He sucks. That's it. I don't want to go into a whole thing, but some of these black wrestlers do suck, and it's not their time. And most wrestling fans of the BIWC, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. And Swerve tries to play both sides of the fence, but it's not working for him. And I get it. Like, WWE gave you a bad shot, but don't throw shots at them, because we know eventually Tony Khan will get tired of you and you'll need somewhere to go, and TNA won't be it. That's it.
You know what?
And shout out to Ricochet for getting married to that fine wife of his. Samantha. If this really is, if he's really getting married on a Wednesday, that's weird as fuck. But the boy was dapper down. He looked like he was training to be a pope. He looked like he was training to be
I saw the pictures. Yeah. I was like, he wants to be a priest or something.
I'm done. That was my rant.
Still in WWE.
I appreciate that, Z. Thank you for bringing up so much conversation that has been around the wrestling community lately.
It's been all over. I see it all over on my timeline. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been
even
watching
today. There was this huge story, like Z said, about Swerve and Booker T and just all this stuff. And
well, I've watched a couple other people their podcasts through the Unpopular Review Instagram, and I hopped on to the Top Ring podcast this afternoon, and they were talking about it. They had some great, shout out to them. They come on right about 8:00 ish. So wonderful, wonderful guys there. So they have some great information as well, and they were mentioning the same topics.
Into his promo though, he fucking shredded Moxley. I'm sorry, Katie. He shredded Moxley. Moxley looked like Kane from 1999 when he just looked at you with a dog in the headlights. He was just like,
"That's all right. He could just lay on the side of the ring bars. I'm good. I don't care."
He shredded him, and he spoke facts.
Yep.
Swerve Strickland spoke facts because everything that Swerve Strickland is now is everything that we thought Jon Moxley was going to be when he signed his contract, and he embraced what AEW was supposed to be, right? Like this is why. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it just gives us more fire that please Tony Khan give the belt over to Swerve.
Yeah.
You know, they had him at the highest level.
Absolutely.
They had him at the high level and then just sent him to the basement. Now, I understand
and
that's
he's never beaten Moxley.
Correct. He's never beaten Moxley.
No. And so I don't know if this is a long time coming storyline that we just, forgot about. But if you're truly a Swerve fan, which I am, you didn't forget about how he literally gave up so many matches during that time period, and now he's back on the roller coaster up. And you know what? He did his dues. He did what he needed to do for the company, and this is what Jon Moxley's been saying. So, if honestly,
he also answered the question of what everybody's been asking since October when he lost the belt. Why have you been coming after the belt? However, I will say that somebody in Powerhouse Hobbs should have been the person to take the belt. Somebody in Powerhouse Hobbs should have took the belt off of Moxley because Moxley made us a fan of Powerhouse Hobbs when he gave him a chance when nobody else would.
Right.
And Powerhouse Hobbs is money. The thing about Powerhouse Hobbs, I don't need him to talk a lot. I know he's about business.
Yep.
I don't care about his character. That is a rough house, big black man business. That's all. He's a business man, and he's in the business of taking care of it. That I'm cool with that. Yeah. But I guess it's quote unquote just not his time. But for it to be Swerve's time again over Powerhouse Hobbs,
that is such a horrible picture.
Of Powerhouse Hobbs, he was in that match tonight.
But shout out to Powerhouse Hobbs. Shout out to Swerve.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next chapter here. But you know what?
I'm excited too. I think that this whole thing, I do want to comment on this real quick. This was great. Swerve cooked Moxley. Moxley needed to hear it. Moxley needs to go back into the, the basement, like everyone says. And even the, the internet wrestling community says, okay, Moxley's had this belt for too long. Time to get rid of it. Time to give it somebody else. So hopefully that will be Swerve. But I kind of
we can trade.
Too.
We can trade.
Maybe they wanted to do this.
But he was doing so good. Like he was doing in the height of Roman Reigns' tribal chief reign and head of the table reign. Yep. Moxley was doing so good. It was literally a conversation on the internet community that maybe Moxley has passed Seth Rollins on as terms of importance in professional wrestling, right? He was teetering on that. But the fact that you re-signed for another, I don't know, 3 to 5 years. 5 years,
yep.
5 years. You re-signed for 5 more years
with this company.
Thus, which leads us to believe you're probably going to end your career in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And you're never going to get on the level of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Because you're not, there's nothing in the realm that is close to WrestleMania. And the rumor is that the spot that Punk is in right now is where Moxley should have been. And they're doing this match to show Moxley, this is where you could have been. We could have had a Shield throwdown at WrestleMania. We'll never get that. By the time Moxley's career, by the time his contract ends, Roman's going to be done. Seth already said that he's going to be done. I give Seth maybe 4 more years. Roman, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And they're done. They're done.
And Drew's not going to be far behind him.
Yeah.
They're all maxing out.
I mean, I think
Agreed.
Moxley's even going to cash out soon too, and like you guys were saying, he's also probably going to end the career in AEW. I think it's really when he does finally hang up the boots. I believe he wants to go into a more coaching role. I've been telling everybody that in the group chat last couple of days. I believe he's doing a lot of coaching, backstage, trying to bring up wrestlers, and stuff like that. So that's what I've read. In the past about how his deal and how he wants to be backstage kind of guy, wants to help everybody. So,
well, you know what?
You think Moxley's trying to help everybody?
That's what he said. Yes, that's what he said.
He's trying to build everybody.
He said that. He said that when they released the contract. He said that he wants to be backstage helping. Blah 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 blah. It's literally on the when he re-signed. It's on their little like AEW whatever they call note sheet or whatever they call. I don't know what they call them. I guess press release. I guess.
Guys, we got to move on from.
Let's move.
The remarkable Renee's husband.
And you're in Hall Pass.
This interview.
Hall Pass.
This interview between Samoa Joe. I know. And Max
Trash.
Oh, thank you. I was about to upload that. Thank you. Thank you. Who did that? I was about to upload that.
Yes.
I mean, Max Caster. Okay.
Who's that?
Trash.
Caster.
Yeah.
Trash.
Oh, Lord. Samoa Joe just took him out, and it was probably the highlight of that whole segment. Okay?
Yeah.
And then, he was sitting there talking to Top Flight, and Top Flight has a match tonight.
Only because they're from Minnesota.
Before that, yes, Renee talks to Jay White, and he enters himself into the Owen Hart competition. So, shocker, not shock there.
Shout out to shout out to Captain Shay Sawyer. That's her man's. That's her man's.
I know.
She loves Jay White.
That's her man's.
Right.
She's going to be highly disappointed when he does not win.
Oh, he's not winning for sure.
When he does not win,
I thought I had one on Top Flight.
He's not gonna win.
We love Shay. We love Shay, but shout out to you. But your man's not gonna win.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Oh my goodness.
That is her man, though. But okay, so Top Flight fights this people named Alex, and they also.
Alex. You mean Alex
something,
Finley?
right?
You mean? I think it's it Finley or Fin? I do not know what to say.
I just put F because I wasn't.
And the only one I know is what's his name? Dante Martins.
Yes.
I think it is Martins. Help me out. See, I think is it Martins. I don't know.
Dante Martin, yes.
But these are hometown heroes as well. So he does give his wrestlers at least some airtime in their hometowns.
He does.
So, I will say
puts them over in the hometown, wins the title in the hometown. Tony Storm, for example.
Normally, if you're a betting person, go with that.
I mean, unless you're Bryan Danielson retiring in your hometown.
Correct. That did not actually happen.
I want to see him back in WWE, man. Let's go.
I'd rather see his wife, but we're not talking about WWE.
But
we're going to talk about Brian Keith and Big Bill are watching this match. So that's a little incentive of the future. Yep.
Let's go.
Will Ospreay, it was announced that he will be back.
Ospreay, you mean?
Ospreay.
One of the greatest wrestlers of this generation. Will Ospreay, by the way.
Yes, he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Orange Cassidy will be back as well, all preparing for Dynasty the weekend after. So, Briscoe, okay?
Shout out to Delaware's hometown hero.
Yep, you can find him on the east corner, with the big trash can fire, okay? Get your autographs there. But
have you been have you been channeling your inner Steve and EC? Like, with the disrespect to Mark Briscoe, I am highly offended. Let me tell you this.
I was very upset watching back when I called him a user, but I mean,
What?
I have Katie. I have
Delaware
hometown.
is not that scrappy. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Katie, I have hometown friends and family that are watching this that are fans of Unpopular Review. I need you to tread lightly, but listen.
My goodness.
To say that
It's a wonderful place. That's what I'm saying.
It's not really that great. I wouldn't call it wonderful, but we have our qualities. I would say Delaware, we have our qualities.
You have Rehoboth Beach, don't you?
No, we don't go to Rehoboth. We go to Ocean City, Maryland. So that's not.
That's beneath me. I don't go to Ocean City, Maryland. I go to Ocean City, New Jersey. I've never been to Ocean City, Maryland because I refuse because I'm an Ocean City, New Jersey girl. Sorry.
So okay.
I'll catch the ferry in Delaware though.
Okay, respect because you guys have an Ocean City in Jersey. That's fine. Okay. But the premise is that okay, thank you, Bobby. It's always rest in peace to Jay Briscoe. Yeah. Put your shots up. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. But what I wanted to say is, Steve, you know what? For all the slander that you give to Mark Briscoe, I just want to tell everybody in the chat a story real quick. So we were saying something about.
We don't have that much time left.
We don't have enough. No, it's just a sentence. It's a two sentences, right? So I was on top 5 and I was talking about somebody. You know what? I tell the shit and I never say the person's name, but you know what? I'm going to say the person's name because the person's name deserved to be. I said that Rich Swann looks like he stinks as a pro wrestler, and you know what? Chris said to me. EC said to me, "There's no slander of Rich Swann because he's a friend of the program." What the fuck do you think Mark Briscoe is to the program? Because I know him personally. So because I know Mark Briscoe personally.
You met him at a bar, Z. You met him.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you
Mark Briscoe. No, Mark Briscoe is the brother-in-law of my best friend. So I met him at a picnic. I had a personal conversation with him. So I know him, and he came into GameStop and bought some games for his daughters. So, but I'm just saying.
He is a lovely person. He has a great character, and he can sell it. Okay.
I'm starting to believe that Steve really likes dudes, and I'm using the word "like" very intimately because him and EC always go for the big guys. They want guys that are aesthetically pleasing, and I'm just saying. Sometimes you like a gritty guy who's from the gutter. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, that's all I'm saying.
He had it, man.
Everybody, thank you, Bobby. Everybody loves Martin Briscoe.
Yeah,
you can't not love him. I just was pointing out some obvious marks. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. Let's get anyway. He had a match against Takeshita. You know,
the Alpha.
I knew this was
so. You know,
the
Alpha. I knew this was going to be a wash as soon as I saw it.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I knew it was going to be a wash.
Yeah. Moving on. We had a Death Rider promo. And then we had what? I had to mention it. I mean, I wasn't going to skip over it like I do, Chris Jericho.
No, stop. Jericho's great. Once again, best wrestler.
All right. Well, backstage, again, we have Lexi talking to MVP, and MVP reassured the boys that, yes, you deserve the vacation. We are not trying to replace you with MJF, but you guys wanted a 4th person. He doesn't take vacations. He's always working. He was trying to get a deal done. Okay. And then Big Bill there. Big Bill. That's it.
I do know. He's great, by the way. He's great, isn't he? Him and Brian Keith,
Nah, no. There was a lot of him tonight, okay?
There was, which is very good because we need to see Chris Jericho's guys even more, okay?
Yes, we need to put a couple more dollars in his piggy bank so he can go and
I
live
did.
in
I mean, look, I
retirement.
bought the
He needs that
t-shirt. I mean,
orange cash off the commercials, okay?
I
He
bought the
needs
t-shirt.
go
So why
collect
not?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. You know what? You know what time it is? It is not this way on my camera scroll. It is main card event, guys. This is what we all tuned into, besides seeing John Moxley.
Who?
Because he wasn't on tonight in a match. He was just making promos. But we have the Timeless Toni and Thunder Rosa, aka what was it, Mad Dog?
Thunder Tag. Oh my
I knew
god!
you
Yes,
enjoyed
that's
saying
great.
that.
Yeah.
Versus
I had to.
Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford.
Yes.
Now, backstory set up here. At Dynasty, it's going to be Toni Storm
Timeless
versus
Toni Storm
Megan
or
Bayne.
the Timeless Toni Storm, whatever you want to say. Yeah.
Timeless. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus Megan
You're
Bayne.
welcome.
I think Megan Bayne's going to take this title.
Yeah.
She
Absolutely.
wins tonight over Toni Storm with a pinfall. Okay? I don't know what to say. Z?
I know Z does.
Your girl's on. I'll give you the floor.
Well, first and foremost, before I start anything, I'm just going to say that Megan Bayne is a goddess.
Oh,
that
you
needs to
can't
be
even see my screen.
that needs to be respected. That needs to be acknowledged, like your tribal chief Roman Reigns. That woman needs to be followed on Instagram.
does follow her.
I follow her.
If you follow this woman on, she is just beautiful. She's a beautiful stature of God's work. That's all I'm going to say. She's a beautiful woman. And as a man that stands a tall 5'8", she's 5'10", I'll chop that tree down anytime. Anytime. Just get listen. But the fact of the matter is, I got La Mera and Toni Storm and Megan
In the
Bayne
same ring.
in the same ring. The only thing that was missing was Thick Statlander. But you can't put Thick Statlander in there because she's on the same side as Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa.
Right.
And I did love the promo that Toni Storm did because she said, and she keeps reiterating that nobody is addressing, and it pisses me off. She never lost her title.
Right.
She never lost the title.
She
had to vacate it. I don't think that she will. In this day and age right now, I don't think that she will.
No.
Because the way that the AEW fans have shifted on her, and AEW have turned her into somebody who has to put the talent over, but she doesn't get over in herself. You can put talent over and still get over, and the crowd will acknowledge it because both of the competitors have a strong showing, and you can't say, oh, one was better than the other. No, you literally had a good match, and both of you guys walk out of there, both of you ladies walk out of there, and you still look strong. None of that shit has happened with Thunder Rosa, and she's getting the bad end of the stick. Right? But I have to disagree. I don't think that Megan Bayne is going to win against Toni Storm. I think that they do have something. I think that they are realizing that they do have something good in Megan Bayne. It's just not her time yet because Toni Storm is just cooking with Crisco, oil, all the seasonings, butter,
She's gonna slip down the mountain eventually.
She's got to.
Eventually,
until there is a gimmick that can prove that it has the premise or the potential to do it. I don't think it happens.
Don't you think Toni Storm would be better as a female manager?
What?
No.
What? No, never.
Serious?
What are you talking
She's
about?
got so much attitude and spunk. I think she's
that's what the butler's for.
That's what I agree with you. That's the Butler. Screw
the pop. I do see now.
Thing.
I do see now, and I recognize this in the group chat.
Doesn't matter.
I recognize in the group chat that we were talking. When Steve said, you know, all she's doing now is she's doing sexual innuendos.
Yes,
and this is the only thing that is appealing to the AEW crowd. So tell me that you don't get sex without telling me you don't get sex because you pop off of Toni Storm initiating something that implies something sexual. Tell me, please tell me, because before she did this, you guys didn't even like it. But now that she's mentioning sex does sell. Yes, but at some point it gets repetitive, and once it gets repetitive, it's too much. You're relying on it too much. Right? At some point in time, we got tired of the bra and panty matches. We got tired of the bra and panties matches from WWE. We got tired of the sexual innuendos that Vince McMahon did to Trish Stratus with the Kiss My Ass Club. All that shit. We got tired of it. So eventually they will get tired of it in AEW. But the problem is right now, because Toni Storm is so fucking hot with that big ass, it doesn't look like it's going to die down anytime soon. That's the problem. That's the problem. But Megan Bayne has something. She does have something. And I believe, and this is an unpopular opinion, and I know that I'm probably going to get roasted for this, but she has something that Jade Cargill did not have. And that's intrigue. Megan Bayne has more intrigue than Jade Cargill did when she had the TBS championship. Nobody intrigued more about Jade Cargill's character than they do about Megan Bayne's character right now. And Megan Bayne does not speak. Jade Cargill got on in the first time, and we always see it, the clip that we have on UPR, her saying to Ty Conti, nobody gives a damn about that karate shit. That's the greatest thing that everybody has about Jade Cargill and AEW. But the thing about Megan Bayne is nobody knows her story. Nobody knows what she wants. Nobody knows what she desires. Nobody knows what drives her. And that's the biggest feather in the cap that they have in the character of Megan Bayne, in my opinion.
Well, thank you very much for that, V. Oh, but you know what time it is now, guys? Do you guys know what time it is? It is the news. Are we ready, Mad Dog?
Hey guys, what's up? Well, I've been on the show the whole time. I'm gonna get right to it, especially since we're probably over. Anyway, right. So there's been a lot of talk today, a bunch of different talk, a lot of stuff going on. Okay. First of all, it's believed Mariah May is in the final year of her contract in AEW. Could expire sometime in the summertime, and the AEW is looking to keep her. Okay, now I'm not sure how true.
Keep her.
I hope they keep her, but like I said, I don't know. I know WWE is interested in her as well. I know Saraya Knight announced. I gotta mention it here. She announced her departure from AEW this morning, or on her podcast or whatever. I listened to it, and then everyone started talking about it in the group chat, and it was a big thing. And then we start who we want back, and this, that, and the other. So she was talking about she might want to go back to WWE. She's interested.
She's got a lot of friends there.
Yeah. This is so cool that I'm glad she said it was mutual ways with AEW. She said she loves him, and they built a great blah blah. But here's the deal. They were not using her right, and that's why she was, never, over in AEW like Toni Storm is now. Okay, Toni Storm was ex-WWE. She's now the women's champion AEW. Saraya did get over for a while, and then all of a sudden it was, they're going to ego sign, put Sting into. I agree. I agree with that. I said that last week, Bobby. Yes, about how the Sting and the Lex Luger thing. Right. It needs to put, like you said, ego aside. And I do agree with that. I think their ego out of the way to let Sting talk about Lex Luger. I did report on that last week. But this whole thing, like I said, I do think that this is probably for the best. And I really do hope that, she goes back to WWE. It's just, I don't know where she's going to find a spot in WWE right now. Hopefully she can find somewhere. I know they used to do like some sort of like internet thing with her or something. So, Mina Shikakawa, I think that's how you say her name. Also headed, speaking of AEW again, is headed to AEW. She actually said she's leaving Stardom. She said she was leaving that today and blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot to do with that. About her leaving, going to AEW. So AEW's getting a lot of talent too. As one leaves, one comes right through the door. That's kind of how the world of pro wrestling works. This one actually has to do with EC's area. Orlando, the Greater Orlando Sports Commission has submitted a request to file an 18 million grand from tourist development tax funds. The commission aims to secure for 4 TKO events split between UFC and the WWE. So that means Orlando's going to be getting a lot more. And this one has everybody in the buzz all week. I've been getting hit up on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. You guys can go follow me there, Mad Dog Kelly or Mad Dog under Instagram and underscore on Twitter as well, about Gail Kim. Okay, Gail Kim got fired from TNA. But let's just make this clear. Besides Gail Kim getting fired from TNA, I'm not even going to go up the notes. There were a bunch of other people who got sent the email. Now, TNA has said, and I believe our own Jeffrey said last night, they released it and it was a stupid thing. I agree. I think it was dumb. I do agree she deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I agree with all that. But I know they also released a bunch of other people too, and they did it by email. And I just don't think this was the right way. And I really think they should have kept Gail Kim, but maybe WWE gets her back up. Maybe WWE picks her up, and maybe they'll do next year, maybe a Hall of Fame with her. I'm hoping we see more because, I think it is kind of ridiculous that we, she was really good in TNA, you know what I mean? And I think it's just kind of ridiculous that they just released her along with these other people here who I don't even know any of these people. I think Killman and Michael something. I don't even know his last name. And the only one I think I know is Ariel Shriner. I think is how you say his last name. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I think this was a mistake. But it is what it is. Messed up. See, yes, I agree with that completely, Bobby. Yes, I agree. Gail Kim should not have been let go. And then that's all I have this week, but I was a little upset when I heard the news about her. I hope WWE does something with her in the future, hopefully. So yeah,
her career in TNA lasted way longer than it did WWE. Good riddance. It's fine.
What? No, she's great. She was great.
Tell me her best WWE match.
Okay, that I can't tell you, but she was she was great as a commentator for TNA. That's all I know.
Nobody, you know who else was good as a commentator? Booker T. He got a job. You know who else was good at commentating on TNA? Kevin Nash. It's cool. Whatever. Nobody gives a good dog damn about Gail Kim. I'm sorry.
The whole internet's blown up about it, man. The whole internet's been going crazy about it, saying they shouldn't have.
I don't see why. I can't see why. I don't. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what, guys? It has come to the end of the night. We need to get off of here. We need to get our beauty sleep. So I want to say thank you, Mad Dog Kelly, for joining me as a co-host, as well as my special guest, Z. Please check these boys out on Collision on Saturday night. And
also, I don't know if there's a top 5 tomorrow because we have nobody. We have nobody to go against EC. EC is volunteering himself.
Nobody wants to go against EC.
Nobody wants to go against EC. I cannot because I am the host. So, but please stay tuned to the social medias of Unpopular Review. We will let you know if there is a top 5 for tomorrow. I believe that I will have my minion, so it will not be at 8 o'clock. It will probably most likely be at 9 o'clock. Because we know how my minion likes to get into the shows himself. So It will be at 9 o'clock if there is a top 5, but we don't know anybody who's going to be on top 5s. But it will be WrestleMania themed or quote unquote stand and deliver. So please make sure you guys look at the social medias of Unpopular Review tomorrow to double check that.
And you know what? Speaking of our social medias, we have a lot of shows on our channel. We have the Mike Knox Show on Monday night. We have Raw Rated R on Monday night. We have NXT on Tuesday night, where you can come back and see us on Wednesday night at All Elite Women and Friends. Top 5 on Thursday. That's what Z was talking about. Hopefully we will have one tomorrow. Then we have Z's Baby Show, SmackDown, and our brand new show to the channel, Collision, with both Z and Matt on Saturday night. But you know what? UPR is so awesome that we have another whole channel here, which is called UPR Entertainment, where you see all these things. We have something for everybody. If you are into the entertainment more than you are the wrestling, check our Unpopular Review entertainment side as well. So, you know what, guys? That is all we have for tonight. Thank you again, boys, for joining me, and we will see you guys next week. All right. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Reach for the sky, boy.
See you Saturday.